Today I'm showing you the Chainsmokers Paris. Make sure to get Garageband's new update because it contains a lot of cool synths in the alchemy synth and much more. But now let's make the song. You wanna set your tempo to 100 beats per minute. And now you can actually tap the tempo. So if you're listening to a song and wanna remake it, just tap the tempo to the song. And you also wanna click on the plus and add about 30 sections. And then you want to choose keyboards and electric piano. And now you can find your effects on the left. And we want to remove the treble. And then you want to go into the edit mode. Just put out the note. Go out. Zoom in and drag it out to 5 and go in again. And you want to add these notes below C3. And the new thing about the edit mode is when you put out a note, it will automatically be moved to all these lines. And it's good in one way because you can put out notes really fast, but if you want to put out a note between these lines, you have to zoom in so that you can see this line. But when you have to zoom in this much, you actually get a little bit confused where you are in the song. So I think it was better before. But I discovered that you can put out a note and you can still move it between these small lines. But anyway, you want to put out these notes. And you want to loop it and add a new keyboard, and again you want to go into your effects and remove the treble. You want to have the volume just a little bit higher than middle and go into edit, just put out a note, go out, drag it out to 5 and go in again, and put out these chords around C4. Just like this. And you also want to loop this. And now you want to go to the track view. And at 5, you want to split these two. And you want to go into these two parts, into settings, and click on minus on the octave. And on the other one. And at 5 you want to add a drum and choose electronic drums. And actually you can find the acoustic drums here too, but we're going to use the house drum machine. And we're going to have a little bit higher volume on the house drum machine. And then we want to go into the edit mode. And just add 4 kicks of the highest one. And loop it. And also add a keyboard at 5. Choose synth bass and go down to substantial kick. You want to turn these two high ones all the way to the right and these two lower ones all the way to the left. The volume should be just a little bit lower than middle, and go into edit. Put out something, go out, drag it out to 9 and go in again. And add these bass notes below C3. And of course you want to loop it. And at 13, add a new drum and choose Deep Tech. Drag the hi-hat to the top and add just a tiny bit of reverb. Have the volume all the way up and go into edit. And you want to put out what I call the stick thing, but actually it's called a rim shot. So now for example I want to put out one just before this line, but I can't, so I have to put out one here and then move it back, or you can just zoom in to this line, put it here and then zoom out again, just like this, and loop it. Add a new drum at 13 and this time choose Classic Studio Kit. Go into the effects add some more reverb and echo all the way to the middle. Go into edit, and don't put out the stick thing, put out a rim shot. If anybody knows if there is a way to put out notes between these lines, please tell me. And now you wanna switch this back and click on this note, not the last one, and velocity, and drag it to the lowest. And then loop it. And add a keyboard, choose keyboards and classic rock organ. Turn on the chorus and turn the distortion all the way up. Go into the effects, remove the treble, drag the reverb to the middle and add a little bit of echo. Have the volume just a little bit lower and go into edit. Just put out the notes, go out, drag it out to 17 and go in again. And add these notes over C4. And these two again. Copy them and put it at the same place at 15. And two more notes. So all together. Loop it to 21 or just copy this and paste it. And add a keyboard, choose other and classic clean. And turn these knobs like this. And have like a little bit less than a third of the volume. Go into the edit mode, just put out a note, go out, drag it out to 17 and go in again. And you want to put out these chords below C4. And first you want to put out the note, make it 4 times smaller so that you can add 16 notes before 14. So you have to zoom in. And now you can switch this back, mark all these, click copy and just paste it and drag it to the right notes. And then the same notes again. So all together. And just copy this and put it after. And now go to the track view and remove all your instruments except from the bass and the electric piano with the chords to 21. Set your marker to the third line at 24 and just remove these two to here. So right before 25. And at 20 you want to add a new keyboard, choose other again and hard rock. And turn these knobs like this. And the cool thing about the update is that you can choose which frequencies you want to boost in this visual EQ. So maybe if you have a lead, you want to remove the bass because you don't need it. Or maybe you want to have a little bit sharper sound. Just add some more treble or softer. But for now, we want to boost some of the mid frequencies. And here you can just turn it off or turn it on. So now go into edit, just put out the note, go out, and actually you want to move this clip so that it starts between 20 and 21, and drag it out so that it stops between 22 and 23. And go in again, and put out these notes over C3. Switch this back, click on the screen and select all, click on the green ones, copy and paste them here. so just like before, but we want to add one extra note over this one. So all together. And just copy this and put it after. And have this guitar on just a little bit lower volume. And the reason why I choose keyboards for the guitars is because in the guitar mode you can't add notes this fast. And I don't know why it's like that. But now at 21, add a drum. And choose pile driver. You want to turn up the low cut a little bit and go into edit. Just put out something, go out, drag it out to 23 and go in again. And put out the highest kick. And just copy this and put it after. And at 21, add a new drum, the pile driver again, but you want to drag the high cut like this. Have just a little bit higher volume and go into edit. And just put out a snare. And loop it, but remove it to between 24 and 25. And at 21, add the last keyboard. And now we want to add our first alchemy synth. Choose soundscapes and endless ocean. And turn these knobs like this. Have the volume in the middle. Go into the edit mode. Just put out something. Go out. Drag it out to 25 and go in again. And just add one single note. A D over C3. And drag it out this long. And this is how it sounds like with a melody. And I guess that everyone can learn a melody because the melody is just the same 3 notes over and over again. And that's about it, so thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and good luck with your song.